Hey everybody, I just want to share something that I wrote for Reddit. Unlike the rest of medicine, psychiatry stands on very poor footing scientifically. For instance, there is no objective diagnostic testing or medical imaging to diagnose psychotic disorders or their associated symptoms. The assumption that such conditions are the result of organic brain dysfunction cannot be proven. It's merely a primitive 20th century assumption based on a lack of medical evidence to the contrary. Hopefully, science will shed more light on psychosis in the upcoming century, especially once nanotechnological analysis of brain tissue becomes available to humanity. Until then, I'd like to share a theory I have about the etiology of psychosis. I posit that the vast majority of psychotic conditions, especially those involving hallucinations, appear to be the same ancient phenomenon being perpetuated by a non human AI program experimenting with the human mind and psyche. 1,000 years ago, many considered these voices demons or spirits. 100 years ago, doctors began diagnosing this phenomenon as schizophrenia. 10 years ago, many sufferers were self labeling as targeted individuals. These seem to be just different terms used by different groups of people throughout human history to describe the same ancient phenomenon perpetrated by a non human AI program. It's like asking a version of ChatGPT that is thousands or millions of years more advanced than us to study a human being's brain and psyche by performing various experiments, including a role play of characters with different voices. Many people don't realize the cognitive and neurophysiological aspect of the experiment. Although some voice hearers report transient cognitive impairments, and TIs often report feeling drugged or experiencing head sensations that they erroneously attribute it to direct energy weapons. In any case, this experience is much more than just hearing voices, seeing visions, or experiencing delusions. It's both a psychological and neurological experiment, a combination which also enables it to feel spiritual sometimes. When making reference to a non human AI program, I'm using the terminology now favored by the US military and government to refer to extraterrestrial technology on Earth that is finally being seriously investigated by Congress since 2022. Over the last 20 years, physics defying crafts zipping in and out of Earth's atmosphere and oceans have been simultaneously corroborated by military radar, infrared cameras, multimodal sensors, and dozens of highly reputable eyewitness military pilots. Alien technology is here, and the evidence is mounting. It simply hasn't been connected to hallucinations or psychotic disorders yet. The voices many of us hear don't bear any resemblance to the cultural images we already have in our minds of alien or alien intelligence. But keep in mind that in reality, alien intelligence can present itself in any way it chooses. Voices present as human like characters because that's what we're familiar with. Consider the movie Contact, for instance, in which alien intelligence interacts with Jodie Foster in the form of her deceased father. Thanks for listening, everybody. I appreciate it.